Hello, and welcome to another video on Lion's Den Fight Club 5, the character management app for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Today I want to provide a quick tutorial on leveling up a character. It's pretty straightforward, just a couple of things you need to be aware of. We're going to start with a wizard here. They tend to be a little bit more complicated when you're dealing with spells and things like that. So I created a couple of level 1 characters, and this one here is a first level wizard. And there are basically two ways to level up a character. The first is to use the experience calculator that's built into the app. It's in the menu. And when I do that, it'll automatically keep track of the experience that I gain over an adventure or campaign. And then I can just click on the white button to level up. I'm just going to show you briefly and not complete it, only because I don't recommend using this method. So it was just something that you should be aware of. So in this case, I would click on the button, say increase wizard level, or add new class if I was going to multi-class. And that'll bring me to this screen here to add class features. Now I'm going to back up and show you the other method, because I think you're going to see something, the main difference between the two. So in that same menu, I go to add character, edit character, and when you get into the screen, you can change lots of different things, but what we're interested in looking at is this red button on the left that says advance and level. So we're going to click on that, and we can choose our existing class. So wizard 1 would add the next level of wizard, or we could multi-class it to a new class. Here I'm going to select wizard 1. And unlike the other level up method, this one will give you the summary of the various class features. And it's very important if you're playing a class that has spells and spell slots, because this will tell you which spells you get to pick up at each level. So going level 1 to level 2, I pick up one first level spell. The other way, I would have to know that off the top of my head, or access it from the player's handbook or whatnot. So in this situation, I am just going to quickly take a look, see that I get one more first level, and hit the checkbox. Now, the class features can be confusing if you have additional content loaded. I have a number of my books loaded in here, so I see more than what's included in the app that comes with the standard system reference document, the open content. So in this case, I need to know that I have to go through and select all of my options for School of Evocation. So in this case, Arcane Tradition, Evocation Savant, and Sculpt Spells. It can get a little confusing, especially with some of the busier classes that have more options. The various paths of the Barbarian can make it very difficult to keep track of which features to pick up. Rogues as well, and fighters even. The wizard, obviously this is a long list, but it's fairly straightforward as to which items to select: conjuration or divination, etc. So I select my features and I click next, and then I get my add spells. Now it's interesting to note that it does not give you any indication as to what spells you have, so you want to take a quick look at your spell list just to make sure that you're not choosing the same spell a second time. In this case, I'm going to just select, I'm just going to choose shield, and then I'll click next. Now in the hit points, you have the ability to roll a dice and add your hit points yourself, but you'll notice I can tap the button and it'll roll for me, but it doesn't give me the ability to roll a dice and then type in a value here. So what I need to do is I simply need to click save. And now I'm back to the edit character screen. I have to then go down to max hit points, and if I had a different value, let's say I beat the recommended roll by 1, I have to manually change it. And then after I save the character and go back to the main character screen, you'll notice that my hit points are 1 down, so I just add the hit point and character's back to full health. That is all there is to leveling up. Again, the wizards, the spellcasters, are probably the more complicated of the classes. But as you can see, it's really not that difficult. And I just want to show you real quick, if I go back and do, say, edit character, advance in level. And let's say the wizard decided to take a dip in, we'll just go with fighter. Again, it'll bring up the class and the various features available to it. I'd click check, and then I would choose, say, the fighting style next. And then my hit points is increased because of the hit die. So really that's all there is to multi-classing as well. As you can see, it's pretty straightforward, and you can go back and you can do it as many times as you want. Again, some classes are a little more complicated with multi-classing, but chances are you already knew that. So if you have any questions, please go ahead and comment below the video. And thank you for watching. I will be starting a series on the DM companion app, Game Master 5. I'm looking forward to sharing that. It's a great app that allows you to manage adventures and campaigns, initiative trackers, various other features. So look for that. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you.